Welcome back to an all-new Bridgeside Live. I'm your host, as always, Paul Liatsis. I want to thank everybody that came out to the 3rd Avenue Festival in Bay Ridge. We had a great event on the street. We had Bridgeside Live alum bands playing. We had Bridgeside Sports. Please check it out if you haven't. We're reaching out to the local community more and more. But tonight, we're back in the Bridgeside studio with a Roots Americana duet. Please welcome to Bridgeside Live, the Lark and the Loon.
Thanks, yeah. Thanks, everyone. It's a little autumnal song for all y'all lovers in New York and other places. We've been having an awesome time here in New York. We're really happy to be here. Kind of doing our last thing in the States before we fly over to Ireland, which is pretty exciting. Got to get some New York fall in there. It's a little something called With Ya. Playing games I'll find. My head was spinning, but you set me right. Now it's screwed on tight. You've been kind to me, I can be true indeed. Yeah, darling, you're giving me everything that I could need. Oh, I'm burning, my heart is burning like a lamp that's full of amber kerosene. Dancing, oh, I've been dancing like the biggest fool that anyone's ever seen. From when the sun comes up to the moon high in the sky. Love ya, oh, I'm gonna love ya. From this day on until the day I die. I said from this day on until the day I die.
Thank you.
Well, thanks to all y'all watching at home. Play another little song. This is another one we wrote called Up on a Cloud. And this is about when you got some space between you and the person you're trying to communicate with, which I don't know if it's just a rock and I thing, but I think most relationships have that problem at least at one time or another. Sometimes communication just kind of falls apart and you might feel like they're just a million miles away from you. So we wrote this little thing called Up on a Cloud.
It's a little love song.
Oh, thank you.
I've been listening to a lot of Ella Fitzgerald and Louis Armstrong duets over the last couple of years, and so they inspired us on this next song. Call this one Up on a Cloud.
Okay.
So far up off the ground, just
very much. Well, it's been quite a year for us. We've been on the road. I think we did a little over 100 shows this year so far. And this next one, as we've mentioned, is taking us on a plane over to Ireland, where we'll be for about 2 weeks. And so we decided to take some time off between the West Coast tour and the East Coast tour that we're doing to work up a few new songs. That was fast. And I was going to tell this whole story while she got the accordion ready. But she grew up in the West, she being Rock, my wife. The Lark is the state bird of Montana, and the Loon is the state bird of Minnesota. So this kind of goes back to her prairie roots. It's a little something called Homestead Hands.
Out in the West, they don't take their rest till the whip and the saddle are worn. Find me some shade and I'll daydream away of a crowd in a friendly saloon. They've got many names for what I've been feeling. Some call it Dust Bowl blues, some cabin fever. Oh, the fresh air in Wyoming can't cure me. I want to hear the sound of that old parlor piano. It's out of tune, but I can still find my pitch just enough to raise a glass to some old cowboy's dreams. These homestead hands were born and bred for working. Singing's all I really want to do. The prairie dogs don't seem to care for balance, and my horse ain't one for dancing shoes. You can't sing duets with fire and its smoke, but at least I've got these cows yodel too. Homestead hands were born and bred for working, but singing's all I really want to do. The prairie dogs don't seem to care for balance, and my horse ain't one for dancing shoes. You can't sing duets with the fire and its smoke, but at least I've got these cows to yodel too.
Little cowboy song we decided to write. That's a newer song. Well, Jeff's going to pull out his banjo now, because I really like the banjo, and I think a lot of other people enjoy it too. He's going to play a little song off our album that we wrote called Daedelus and Icarus. And I think it's a Greek myth. Am I not mistaken?
Yeah, it is. This is my favorite Greek myth when I was a kid. I used to read a lot of those for some strange reason. And this is probably my favorite one about Daedalus and Icarus. I'll sing it to you instead of telling it to you. It goes like this. Ready?
Daedalus, oh Daedalus, the maker of the labyrinth, your masterpiece just might become your tomb. Though you know every bend and corner, well, you gave my Gnosis daughter that ball of twine to roll between the moons. And then Theseus, when he slayed that wicked beast, laid the Minotaur head at King Minos' feet. And though he was held a hero, you would call the cheat, and they locked you up and away with me. Icarus, young Icarus, now they dragged you right into this entomb with your father for his crimes. Well, you watched in youthful wonder as your father he did plunder every bird and every candle he could find. And he fashioned up two gorgeous pairs of ivory wings made of feathers, wax and string. Gave one to your child and one he called his own, as he both stared at the sun and the sea foam. Daedalus and Icarus, they put their wings into their fists as father turned to his one and only son. Say, fly too low, the sea will soak them, rise too high, the sun will melt them, and the feathers they will fall like fresh stone. And with that, father took his flight between the cold sea and the Hakucsa night. And Icarus watched him rise there out of sight. Then he kicked up and he sailed just like a kite. Icarus and Daedalus now released from their imprisonment, father ahead with the sun behind. Yet ecstatic with his wings, young Icarus forgot the things that his father warned him of upon the beach. And he rose there out of Daedalus' reach, while the wax stripped down his arms and off his feet. Father called the sun as he crashed down to the sea that would bear his name and be a lonesome grave.
Thanks, y'all. Thank you very much. Well, do one more banjo song for y'all. This is one of Rock's songs. She tells a little bit better than I do, I think. But it's kind of about that good point in a relationship, like when the relationship ends and it was a bad relationship, which is the best part of a bad relationship.
Right, this is about the ending of a bad relationship. I think most of us can say we've been there at one point. And if you haven't, you're very lucky.
Ready?
Turning you off with these ways that I use. And we've been oh so caught up with these vows, promises made and the ways that we choose. So we live in blue, and now only blue will be. Because We're lost and we're loose. And you could go to sea, I know you seek the water. Could you lay down and be still and stay still? Or could you jump over the line? I know that you're a warrior trying to understand your mind. And could you cut the chains, open these seams and untie everything that binds you to me? Ooh, and let go now. I'll be right here with the sun on my face. Say, dancing set out with the wind. Do carry on consciously my reckless friend. And so we do what we do. And for now, what we do, we'll do. Because we're tired of making these words that keep breaking our hearts into and locked in. And I could go and see, I know I'd be an endless wanderer trying to be still and stay still. So I must stay on this land, I know that I'm a warrior trying to understand this guilt. And I can catch the chains, open these seams and untie everything that binds you to me. Ooh, and let go now, and let go now, and let go now, and let go now. Thank you. We'll switch it back now.
Nice.
Over here.
Yeah. So we for those of you that don't know us, we live outside of a little town in Arkansas, kind of out in the Ozark Mountains. We kind of live out in the woods, and one thing that we learned after we moved out there that we did not know is that we don't have the internet. We have it on our smartphones, but that's not really good enough to like stream music on and stuff. So there's a lot of downtime is pretty much what I'm getting at. So this is kind of a song where we were sitting around writing all this happy stuff, and we decided to write something that was a little more somber, more on that kind of downer tone, I guess, of the hardships of a relationship. It's probably a better way to put it. It's called Oh What a Year.
Birds fly southward, flowers drop petals. Oh, what a year this has been.
Leaves in the water flow with the current, dissolve like the words we have said. Speak when you've nothing to say, or you can just walk away. I can't stand the guessing, I can't spend the rest of my days being forced just to wait. my head and I sighed as I said, I don't know, we'll just have to see. Speak when you've nothing to say, or you can just walk away. I can't stand the guessing, I can't spend the rest of my days being forced just to wait. Come in, pretty baby, it's the morning. Put your cigarette out, let's step inside. I will swallow my sorrow until it feels right, 'cause I won't let this time pass us by. After so many hours, frost turns to flowers. Oh, what a year this has been. I said I'd forgive her down by the river that dissolved all the tears we had shed. Speak when you've nothing to say, or you can just walk away. I can't stand the guessing, I can't spend the rest of my days being forced just to wait. Come in, pretty baby, it's the morning. Put your cigarette out, let's step inside. I will swallow my sorrow until that feels right, 'cause I won't let this time pass us by. No, I won't let this time pass us by.
Well, I think we'll take it up a little bit.
We'll bring the mood up. We'll lift the mood a little bit.
I guess this is more about our house. So the song's called "Ticket to Paradise" because when we're out there, there's no anything really around us. So we have to kind of make
Well, the trees and coyotes and possums and
lots of armadillos too. We get a lot of those. They like to hang out by our house quite a bit. But
so this song we wrote because it's not very easy to find your way to paradise, or what you might perceive as paradise. So this one is about making paradise out of the small things in life and finding joy in the simple pleasures of life. Would you say that's about accurate?
I'd say so, yeah.
It goes like this. Life is like a ball in a chain, and you don't have words to say. I'm gonna love you anyway, 'cause you're my everything. When people started calling us names, we pushed the wide world away, and now there's always room to complain, and that's just fine by me. Lift up your voice, don't ramble though. You ramble on so well. That's how I got wound up and caught within your spell. When life was like a big parade, chains. I'll be your ticket to paradise, and I will always love you just the same, 'cause you're my everything. Thank you.
Thanks, y'all. We got time for a few more, so we're gonna do that. This is something called "I Could Tell." This is one of Rock's pieces, I think, more than mine. But
Well,
another
it's a
relationship
little story
song, I think, right?
Yeah, I think the song kind of speaks the story itself. It's a little song about how I ended up in a bar one night.
Cheapest therapist there is, we say.
Oh boy, you have no idea. Need to wash my thoughts away. lovely bartenders out there.
Yeah, 2 more left for you. So we'll do the leaving song first, and then we'll save the best for last. We got one more of our duets that we wrote pretty recently that we'll do. So if y'all have seen a show of ours, you probably know we like to end it with the same song almost every time because
So appropriate.
we like to leave you on a leaving note. So we'll do that second to last this time around, but we'll slip it in there. Something called Time for Moving On. Ready? Is that thing tuned up?
Yeah, it's all in tune.
One last song. This is one we haven't recorded yet. We've been playing it around a little bit, so some of you might be familiar with it. But it's another relationship song, kind of an upbeat little problem song. But sometimes in a relationship, you have to admit to your significant other that you are wrong and that you need to change. At least I think that might be good relationship advice. But don't quote me on that. So we have this little thing here called Change Our Tune. Speaking of tune. Ready?
Down down and down, hard uptight, seems to describe every day of mine, every luck of the draw, every roll of the dice. Well, I can point on my fingers, I can point on my toes. The only one to blame, I suppose, is silly and oh so stubborn me.
I know sometimes I can make your life difficult. I know I can make you miserable, but someday I'm gonna change my tune.
Well, someday you're gonna change your tune.
Most of the things I say are laughable, but you know my life is actual, and nothing's gonna change that now.
About as lucky as a three-leaf clover, burning bright like a supernova. But someday we're gonna change our tune. Well, I know sometimes I might get unpredictable. The gifts I give you might be unoriginal, but someday I am gonna change my tune.
I know you're gonna change your tune.
People have said they find I'm unrelatable, but our dreams are still attainable. Nothing's gonna change that now. About as lucky as a three-leaf clover, burning bright like a supernova. But someday we're gonna change our tune.
Let's hear that harmonica,
Different colors, the same team, at odds yet the same squad. It doesn't matter if we disagree. We know our lives might be unconventional, reprehensible, at least we're presentable. Nothing's gonna change that now. About as lucky as a three-leaf clover, burning bright like a supernova. Someday we're gonna change our tune. Someday we'll be in harmony. No clashing melodies, dissonance free. Someday we're gonna change our tune.
on the way up to the moon.
Someday we're gonna change our tune.
Thank you all
Thanks a
so
lot.
much for the
Thank you
Lark
very
the
much.
Loon. Have a wonderful night.
Thank you, Lark and the Loon, for coming to Bridgeside Live. Guys, that was awesome.
Oh, thank you so much for having
Thanks
us.
for
There's
having
like
us.
7 instruments up here. That was awesome.
Right?
So we're going to come back with Lark and the Loon. Please send your questions to Facebook and YouTube, and we're going to get that to them. We'll see you just after this song from last week. Awesome job.
Oh, thank you.
Sharp and focused. Oh, we're live. Hey there.
There we go.
We're back. Guys, that was awesome.
Thank you so much.
you.
Guys, you've been traveling a lot lately, huh?
Yeah, we have.
You got some more traveling to do. Tell the world your journeys recently that led you to the Bridgeside live stage.
Sure.
If you could.
Well, so this year we've done, I think, total about 100 to like 120 shows on the road. We've come to this is the first time we've been in New York all year, which is why we spent so much time here. We played at Rockwood like a week ago, and then we're doing this because we just love it here. And we had to make a choice because we got booked for 2 weeks in Ireland, and so we decided where we're going to fly out of, right?
Yeah.
And there's no better city in the world to fly out of than New York. We thought it'd be a great place to kind of do a send-off.
It was a good excuse to come out here.
People always end up in New York for some reason or other.
there's
I have
something
friends around the world, and sometimes I get to see them because New York's very.
There's something
That
cool
must be
about it.
Well,
nice
in
or
New
not so nice, depending on the person.
Yeah.
Very true. They know a lot of people here, but so I'm sorry. Continue.
Oh no, yeah,
Oh.
that's it. We just ended up here for that reason,
And
and
this is your last.
this is
stop
it. We're leaving in the morning.
before- Oh my god!
So this is like we're going home, and then I think we're gonna try to do some laundry.
That's my
our
job
plan,
tomorrow.
and then we're
Okay.
flying out. That's
Wow.
going on.
And you're going to Cork, Ireland?
Yeah, we're going to
Going to Dublin first.
yeah, well, we're flying into Dublin, and then we're doing like pretty much just Western Ireland. So it's
Cool.
like Cork, Bantry. We're going up to like Sligo and some other places that I just can't pronounce, but I'm really excited
Mostly
for
the
that.
west coast of Ireland. We have
Very good.
a
That's
string
awesome.
going up there.
Awesome. Well, how this works is we have questions from the stream on Facebook and YouTube, and we have Tony in the control room. Tony, how's it going tonight, man? Is it going real good? I can't hear you so well in there.
It's faint in the
I
background.
don't.
there.
Can you hear me now?
Oh, there
Oh,
it is.
yeah.
There you are, baby.
Yeah.
So what you
Hey
got
guys,
for
I got
us?
some pretty sweet questions here.
Awesome.
Oh,
cool.
goodness.
All right, let's start with the first one. What is your prime time venue location? Under the stars or in the city lights?
Oh, that's an intimate question.
Well, right now, for me, it's under the city lights because we live out in the middle of the woods. So that's become normal to sing under the stars, which was really awesome when we moved there from Chicago. That was my favorite spot. But now a place like New York is definitely, for me, my favorite. I don't know about Jeff.
I'd have to agree with that. I think stars are cool, and I like being out in the countryside, but that's like where we live now. It's cool to get as far out of where we live as possible to like experience a new thing. And every city
the
is
scenery.
just awesome. Yeah, exactly. Change the scenery.
It definitely helps for writing, being out in the woods. It's definitely my favorite. It's my favorite place to write, is out in isolation out there. But as far as performing, I definitely miss the city.
2 votes for city.
So, are you guys? How many times have you been in New York? Is this the first time or one of many?
We were here when we were younger separately, like 10, 12 years ago. And we've recently been coming out here once a year to play
Awesome.
and hang out.
So I think this is the third year in a row we've made it out here.
Oh, great.
Usually around Thanksgiving times. This is a little bit earlier than normal, but yeah, it's like once a year, usually in the fall when it's a little cooled down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're originally from Arkansas, right?
That's where we live now.
That's where you live now.
But that's a good question because that's our band name.
Okay. Lark and the Loon.
Yeah, the Lark is her, which is the
I was born in Montana on the eastern side, also known as the Great Plains of the United States of America.
and then I was born in Minnesota. I was born in St. Paul, which is the common loon for Minnesota.
Gotcha. That's right. Awesome. Tony, you got something for us here.
Yeah, I do. You maniacs. So you guys have a bunch of awesome instruments in your mix. Do you guys have any ambition to incorporate some more / make them yourselves?
We've actually had to eliminate a few from the setup.
It's true.
How many did we used to have?
I usually have a dreadnought, like a flat top guitar, which I didn't bring today because we're flying and so we had to pare down. We used to have an auto harp for a while, but
More of the rootsy, traditional American stuff.
Rock is, if you listen to our record, on one of the songs, Rock plays a 7-string, like a classical guitar, which we've used in the past for live shows, and then I can't think of the other ones, but there's a ton of instruments that we've like eliminated from our set because it's gotten so hard to carry.
How
it
many
around.
are in your repertoire? Like, what are you capable of as musicians?
Probably about that amount.
Probably, yeah, about that amount. I don't like to
play a
push
little
it.
piano. Jeff plays a little piano. He's learning.
Yeah, not very good at it. but-
He can play anything with the string on it.
The bass, or like on the album, I use like a square neck dobro a little bit. So we kind of mess around with that a little bit with like the little bit of overdubbing that we do. But
Yep, he's the string
I mostly
wizard.
just stick to strings. I'm kind of just like a string guy.
Yeah, so I was fine setting the strings down. I think this guy carries enough string work for our duo.
We do have a drum kit at home though, because
Okay.
we're out. Since we're out there,
Unfortunately-
we'll just like crank the volume up and just
You
You
like,
can do whatever you want.
Yeah.
We got to worry about volume here in
Right.
the city sometimes.
It's a little
but
much to carry
pretty
around
nice.
while touring
Yeah.
for us, so we pared it down to the washboard and the little ammo box stomper there. So, but yes, we do have a drum kit.
So, how would you describe? I know you have a longer explanation than my open of your style of music, but how would you describe your style of music?
Well, what we came up with, so when we were playing around town or around the country, we would run into this problem where people would bill us as something that we weren't.
Gotcha.
So we would like look in the paper and it'd be like the Lark the Loon, traditional bluegrass, which I don't know if any of you watched. What you saw was not bluegrass at all.
You see a banjo and a washboard,
People
and
just
I mean,
assume.
it's fun.
Right, and so people would
you
show
know.
up and they'd expect like bluegrass music, which is not really what we do, and we kind of delve into that sometimes, like with the tunes, but not really. So we decided to start figuring it out, and so the term that we've sort of coined is an exploration in the etymology of American music, which is just a really clever way to say that we play whatever the hell we want.
Roots Americana.
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly.
I like it. Guys, where can people go to see what you're doing, to hear about your shows, social media, website?
Yeah,
What you
Facebook,
got?
Instagram. We love Instagram because we like taking pictures. We're not really like good talkers,
Yeah.
that kind of thing. But our website's updated pretty much like by the month, I think.
Awesome.
And
So if
that's
you
the
just-
larkandtheloon.com.
LarkandtheLoon.com. You heard it here. So thank you for coming on the show. It was awesome having you.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you
And,
for having us. This was a lot of
have
fun.
a great time on tour
Thank
you.
you.
in Ireland. That's also playing 9 venues, right?
I think so.
Something
yeah,
like that.
9.
That's awesome. Enjoy it.
Thank you.
I can't wait to get back to Ireland.
Thank you.
Thanks for watching. This is another Bridgeside Live, where we have live original music streaming on Tuesdays, 9 p.m. Go Bridgeside.com. Stay tuned for Bridgeside Sports on Monday. Once again, thanks to everyone who came out to 3rd Avenue Festival in Bay Ridge. It was a great event. Stay tuned for more to come from Bridgeside. Go Bridgeside. Man Z.